GrandNature's warning. Whoa, there is an old saying that a frog dies from a stone thrown at it inadvertently. I wonder if the meaning behind it is that the frog died by careless stoning. I have come to think that our usual words and actions can hurt others and cause their souls to ache. Oh, let me answer your question first. The stone that was thrown accidentally never existed. The idea of throwing a stone carelessly is based on our current environment. Nothing happens without cause in this world. Likewise, there is no energy in this universe that moves or operates without cause. There is a reason for it all. You just don't know the depth of it. If you are to be hit by a stone, you would have accumulated misbehavior that led to this. A frog must have been at the right place, at the right time to be hit by that stone. This is a metaphor of how human beings live. It is not as if a person happens to hear that story from someone. It happens progressively. That person also did not mean to speak harsh words, the stone, towards the other, the frog. It is human nature to speak based on what kind of person you have in front of you. Whether it was intentional or not, you behave according to the environment around you. That is how you connect with others. For instance, you have heard harsh words from someone. You would question why you have to hear such words when you have done no wrong to this person. The reason why you have heard it is very simple and subtle. You have done wrongs that have accumulated so far. Another example, if you have cancer or got into a car accident, you may say, "What have I done wrong?" You have done wrong things in the past that have piled up into negative energy, which led to the car accident or diagnosis of cancer. This isn't grand nature, God's mistake. Likewise, for when a country is humiliated. If we, as the nation's owners, neglect our country, we have insulted ourselves internationally. Therefore, when we suffer from certain hardships, we would have received signs of warnings. However, if we put it past us and blame others instead, we are bound to get beaten up later. If we continue to blame others, we will be beaten even harder. Grand nature does not make mistakes ever, so we would never get hit by a stone by chance. It is a warning from grand nature. Saabfar, the passage you've provided reflects a perspective deeply rooted in the belief of causality and the idea that every event is a result of previous actions, aligning with concepts like karma in some philosophies. Here's a breakdown and analysis of the text. Central metaphor. The story uses the metaphor of a frog being hit by a stone to illustrate unintended consequences of actions. It argues that nothing happens without a cause. Even seemingly accidental events are the result of a series of prior actions. Philosophy of accountability. The text emphasizes personal accountability, suggesting that all misfortunes, such as harsh words from another person, a serious illness, or a car accident, are not random but are consequences of one's past misdeeds. This viewpoint holds that one's accumulated negative actions result in negative outcomes. Connection to nature and divine will. It introduces the concept of grand nature or God as an infallible force that does not err, but merely enforces the consequences of one's actions. The passage implies that suffering and hardship serve as warnings from a higher power, urging individuals to reflect on and correct their actions. Implication for social and national contexts. Extending beyond the individual, the passage also touches on national responsibility. It suggests that if a country faces humiliation or hardship, it is a result of the collective actions of its citizens. This reflects the belief that collective karma or collective responsibility impacts national outcomes. Moral and ethical considerations. The text challenges readers to consider the broader implications of their actions, not just for themselves but for others around them. It advocates for mindfulness in words and actions, emphasizing that these can have profound effects on others, akin to the inadvertent stoning of the frog. Overall, the passage encourages a reflective and responsible approach to life, where individuals and communities are urged to consider the consequences of their actions in a broad, interconnected framework.